What if I told you that Elon Musk isn't just planning to colonize Mars because it's humanity's backup plan? What if there's something far more extraordinary waiting for us on the red planet? Something that could change everything we know about life in the universe. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mind-bending theories circulating in the scientific community. The evidence is mounting, the clues are everywhere, and when you connect the dots, well, let's just say you'll never look at Mars the same way again. I'm your host, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why some experts believe Elon Musk might already know Mars's biggest secret. Let's start with something that's been bothering researchers for years. Why is Elon Musk so obsessed with Mars? Sure, he talks about making humanity multiplanetary, but here's what's interesting. In 2001, Musk first conceived the Mars Oasis project. But here's the kicker. This was just months after NASA's Mars Odyssey mission began detecting unusual subsurface formations that they've never fully explained to the public. Coincidence? Maybe. But wait, there's more. SpaceX was founded in 2002, right when several classified reports about Mars geological anomalies were circulating in aerospace circles. Now, I'm not saying Musk had access to these reports, but his connections in the aerospace industry run deeper than most people realize. And here's where it gets really interesting. Multiple former NASA employees have come forward claiming there are discoveries about Mars that haven't been shared with the public. They cite national security concerns and international space treaties. But what could be so sensitive about rocks and dust? Unless it's not just rocks and dust. Now let's talk about SpaceX technology choices. This is where things get fascinating, and I need you to pay close attention because the implications are staggering. SpaceX's Starship isn't just designed to transport people to Mars. It's designed to bring massive cargo back. The return capacity is enormous, far exceeding what you'd need for rock samples or scientific equipment. Why design a spacecraft with such enormous cargo capacity if you're just planning to colonize? Some aerospace engineers have privately speculated that SpaceX's mission architecture suggests they expect to transport something significant back to Earth, something valuable enough to justify the massive costs. Compare SpaceX's approach to NASA's traditional Mars missions. NASA sends small rovers, takes samples, studies the atmosphere. SpaceX, they're building what essentially amounts to cargo ships, industrial-scale transportation systems. But here's the most intriguing part, and this is where the speculation gets really wild. Multiple sources within the aerospace industry have reported that SpaceX has been developing specialized containment and preservation systems that go far beyond what you'd need for geological samples. What exactly are they planning to preserve and transport? Let's examine what we actually know about Mars, the official data that's already making scientists question everything. First, Mars absolutely had liquid water. Not just a little bit. We're talking about ancient oceans, river systems, and atmospheric conditions that could have supported life for millions of years. This isn't speculation anymore. This is confirmed scientific fact. Second, we've detected organic compounds, complex carbon-based molecules that on Earth are associated with biological processes. NASA has found these repeatedly in multiple locations. And third, and this is huge, Mars produces methane. The Curiosity rover has detected methane spikes that appear seasonal and localized. On Earth, most methane is produced by living organisms. The alternative explanations involve geological processes that we haven't identified on Mars. But here's what's really mind-blowing. Some researchers believe the methane signatures suggest not ancient life, but potentially active biological processes happening right now beneath the surface. Now, imagine you're Elon Musk. You have access to NASA data, connections throughout the aerospace industry, and the resources to investigate further. If you suspected Mars harbored not just evidence of past life, but active life, wouldn't that change everything about your colonization plans?
This is where our investigation takes a fascinating turn, because the most compelling evidence points to something extraordinary happening beneath Mars's surface. Recent ground-penetrating radar data from multiple Mars missions has revealed extensive underground cave systems and what appear to be vast subsurface chambers. These aren't natural lava tubes. The geometric patterns suggest something far more complex. Some of these chambers are enormous. We're talking about spaces large enough to house entire cities, with what appears to be structural regularity that's difficult to explain through natural geological processes alone. Here's what's really intriguing. These subsurface areas show different atmospheric and temperature signatures than the surface. Some researchers speculate these underground environments could be protecting something from Mars's harsh surface conditions. And here's where the Musk connection becomes really interesting. SpaceX has been developing specialized drilling and excavation equipment that goes far beyond what previous Mars missions have used. They're preparing for major subsurface operations. But why would you need industrial-scale excavation equipment for a simple colonization mission? Unless you're planning to access something specific that you already know is down there. Industry insiders have reported that SpaceX has been consulting with xenogeologists, scientists who specialize in the theoretical study of life on other planets. Why would a transportation company need that expertise? Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because when you connect all these dots, a truly extraordinary possibility emerges. What if Mars isn't just a dead planet with interesting geology? What if it's a world that once hosted an advanced ecosystem, and remnants of that ecosystem still exist in protected underground environments? This would explain everything. Musk's urgency about Mars colonization, SpaceX's focus on massive cargo capacity for return trips, the specialized equipment, and the timeline that coincides with NASA's most significant Mars discoveries. Some astrobiologists have privately speculated that if life exists on Mars, it could be unlike anything we've seen on Earth. Organisms adapted to extreme conditions, possibly with biochemistries based on different elements entirely. The scientific value alone would be incalculable. But here's the really wild part, and I want to emphasize this is speculation, but it's speculation based on real evidence and real industry behavior. What if the life on Mars isn't just microbial? What if those subsurface chambers contain evidence of something more complex? The geometric patterns in the underground structures, the localized methane production, the specialized containment systems SpaceX is developing. It all points to the possibility that Mars might be hiding its biggest secret underground. And if Elon Musk does know something the rest of us don't, we might not have to wait much longer to find out. SpaceX's timeline for Mars missions is accelerating, and their technology is advancing faster than anyone predicted. The next few years are going to be absolutely critical for Mars exploration. We're going to see more advanced missions, more sophisticated equipment, and possibly discoveries that will change everything we know about life in the universe. This is exactly the kind of cutting-edge space content we dive into every week on this channel. If you're fascinated by the real science behind space exploration, the technologies that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and the theories that might just turn out to be reality, you need to subscribe right now. We're building a community of space enthusiasts who want to stay ahead of the curve on these incredible discoveries. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because trust me, you don't want to miss what we're uncovering next. And here's what I want to know. What do you think is really driving Musk's Mars obsession? Drop your theories in the comments below. Are we looking at the discovery of active life on Mars, ancient civilizations, or something even more extraordinary? Because one thing is certain, Mars is hiding something, and we're closer to finding out what it is than ever before.